It's just like, just focus on making the best content possible. Like even now, like it's funny because you listen to my old podcast. I'm so data focused and that kind of stuff. But now I just kind of like look at ideas and I'm just like, is this objectively a good video that people want to watch? And when we write the videos, I'm just like, is this good content that people want to watch? I would just call like relentless obsession with making a better product.
Here's my dilemma as a creator. And
Okay.
this I'm asking personally, and I'm sure a lot of creators have the same thing, right?
Yep.
So when I am, let's say, making the podcast with you or with anyone, right?
Yep.
I'm thinking about how do I make the best?
Yep.
But the way I think or the knowledge I have or the kind of stuff I'm going through in my life, best for me would not resonate with a lot of audience.
Okay.
So like the questions which I would ask would be so subjective to just me.
But I did say make the best podcast possible for you. I just said make the best podcast possible.
So how do you different, like how do you actually pinpoint that difference? Like this is the question which maybe the audience wants to know.
Yeah.
And this is the question which you want to know. And I'll give you an example if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for
So
it.
let's say I know for a fact that the moment if I ask you a question that how much money did you spend in making this show, this
Yeah.
particular clip will fly.
Yeah.
Like this will turn out to a reel or a TikTok and it'll just go everywhere and it'll
Smart.
become a headline.
Yep.
Like I know this, right? So for audience, this question is important. But for me, like probably the most important question is, should I and other creators stick to Hindi and just create content in our local language
Yeah.
or try to go global? Like both of these questions are really important,
Yeah.
but one has such a small audience and the other has such a big audience. Which one do you ask?
See, that's where, and this is going to be an answer you might not expect. I would say if you're having to choose between, here's a question that I think people would be interested in, do really well, and then here's a question that I would be interested in but don't think do really well. My answer would be come up with more questions and find one that you're interested in and would do well, right? Like that's just kind of my 2 cents, right? Like because it's like with ideas, we kind of had the same thing in the past where it's like, these are our videos that would do really well, but I like just don't want to film or I don't think make me look good. And then these are videos that I think would make me look good or I'd like to film, but they don't do well. And the answer was always, okay, stop being lazy, come up with more ideas. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay, how many ideas are you sitting on? 50? Well, come up with 500, come up with 5,000.